Hello, the reason to this video is to show you how SEO Link Robot can increase your SEO efforts and reduce the time you spend on your daily SEO routines. This is a small project I've been working on. So what we're going to do is take a couple of the URLs and ping them and meta-index them to show you the speed in which SEO Link Robot will work. So just going to bring up a blank document, select, just going to do 3 URLs as an example, and then personally I'll just make a note to say that I've pinged them so I don't ping them twice. Save that, pull up SEO Link Robot. There's multiple things you can do on here, as I've discussed in the report that I've given away. If you don't yet have that report, you can get it free using the link below this video. But to select the site pinger, we're going to take these links and ping them to multiple sites, and then we just need the keywords which will have our backlink on. And then ping URLs, and you can see in the bottom window the pinging info that each of these URLs is being pinged to multiple sites. It's around about 1,000. If you're using Ping-O-Matic, the free service, it's a very good service and very similar. It just does it to fewer pinging sites, which will result in fewer backlinks and less exposure. The great thing about this is you only have to paste, your URLs in and select your keywords and hit go. You don't have to do anything else, and you can do unlimited URLs at once. You won't want to do them all at once because you want to stagger your SEO efforts and stagger the rate in which backlinks are built. Otherwise you may get sandboxed by Google if you go from no backlinks to 10,000 in 2 days, and it's just not natural. So you will be penalised for that. So the idea of this is to do little and often, i.e. daily. Okay, the bottom bar now is just done 50%, coming up to 2/3. Whilst that's just continuing, I'm going to get some URLs ready to meta-index. So you can see my meta-index column there. I'll just do the one. I like to take meta-indexing quite slowly because it does give you a big blast of backlinks, and like I say, little and often is the key. Okay, process complete's just popped up. Select OK. That pinging task is completed. I've jotted down that I've pinged those URLs. So moving on. Back to SEO Link Robot. Going to select the meta indexer. Just going to paste the URL into the clipboard there and deselect the default URL. Again, select the keywords relevant. And then this allows me to select how many sites I want to meta-index to. So if I select that list, the extended list is 31,000 plus sites. And in all honesty, that's because I'm only working on a small site, it's too many for me to do. So that's that list is loaded, but I'm going to reload the 3,000 because I just don't want to do 31,000 sites. Select fast indexer. I can ping the URLs after they've been indexed. I always just leave it to 5. Don't want to go too crazy. You can take it off entirely if you wish by deselecting. Threads is the rate in which it gets processed, I believe. So I leave that to the minimum, just so the computer doesn't you know, I like to work on other stuff whilst it's running in the background, so to speak. And I'm just going to start meta indexing, the button in the bottom left. It'll bring up the list of sites which we selected, the 3,000 plus, and then working from the bottom it will slowly decrease until we get to none, to say that basically they've all been meta indexed. That one URL has been meta indexed to a 3,000 plus list. I won't pause the video because I wanted you to see the software doing this in real time. The point of which is the fact that if you manually done 3,000, I mean, that's going to take you days to do, and this is doing it in minutes. Also, you can do multiple URLs at the same time, whereas we selected just one URL to index. You might have various different projects running and just combine them all into one, and you know, do three or four URLs at the same time, or 10 or 20. It's entirely up to you. Obviously, the more we have, the longer it will take. It's 50% complete. Whilst that's running, just going to click on the URL, make a note of when I meta indexed it. 2 days after Christmas 2010, in case you're wondering. If you've downloaded the free report, you'll also be pointed to the data sheet as a free download as well. It's just the sheet I use to keep track of all my URLs. You can see them all logged in. At regular intervals I put another one of these heading bars in because it just gets too big. And I have 2 bookmarking accounts which are logged onto SEO Link Robot. So I'll do 2 at different stages: meta index, a tweet, RSS feed. I make a note of it and then I add it to IceRocket, feedage, syndicate, and feedag. I will mention more about those strategies in later videos. Okay, so it's the toolbar down the bottom saying it's complete, so it's not far off now. You can see this bar here growing, so we know it's just coming up to 2 of these pages, going right down. There we go. Just follow up to the top. Now, how long would it have taken you to do those manually? It's taken us about 3 or 4 minutes to run those through the machine. There we go, process complete. Just to briefly discuss what else we've got in SEO Link Robot. Obviously there's some more items coming soon. Got an article spinner, which I have mentioned in the report. Very basic. You write your article, you're spinning sans text, and then it will just spin off various articles at the click of a button. Bookmarking is a great tool. I've only signed up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bookmarking sites. URL, copy, paste the URL in here. Just going to write a brief description. as you can see, I've used spinning syntax because the software will actually select, you know, this is the first title, this is the second title, and then it will randomly select them to each bookmarking site. The keywords are self-explanatory, or tags as he's called them, and then the description again is spinnable, so I've written 2 there. If I was doing any more than 1 URL, I'd normally write 4 or 5 and 4 or 5 titles, but as this is an example and I don't want it to drag on too much, I will just put 2, select bookmarks, and hit start. Now I've got this on manual capture, so I have to manually enter these. But there is the paid option of getting them entered automatically. But for the sake of these few, it's not worth using that. So bookmarking complete. You can see the report, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bookmarks there, done in about 10 seconds. Just 1 URL. If I was to do 2 or 3, it'd just take a couple of minutes. Again, to do them manually every day is wasting a lot of your time when you could be putting it to better use. So software like this really does help. At this stage, that's all we're going to touch upon. But I hope this video has given you an insight into why you may choose to select an automated software. It doesn't have to be SEO Link Robot, but personally it's my preference and it's a market leader at the moment. The links in the description will help you find the free SEO guide if you haven't already downloaded it. It's entirely free. It's a good 20-page manual discussing SEO and how you can do all of this manually. There's another link which will direct you to SEO Link Robot if you're interested in finding out more information. Until next time, thank you very much.